The purpose of this video is to introduce you to a technology tool that we're going to be using this semester called StatCrunch. So in My Lab in Mastering, if you just open My Labs in Mastering, so let's see if it'll open here. You'll see a button over here called StatCrunch. So in this course, I'm going to teach you how to use software to analyze data. Some of you may be used to using a TI calculator for doing statistics. If you want, you can use a TI calculator, but my goal in this class is to teach you skills that are pertinent in the year 2020. You are never going to go to a job site and say, hey, look, I'm really good at a TI calculator, because no one does statistics with a TI calculator. No one. But they do use software to analyze data. With software, you can analyze larger data sets more quickly and with more accuracy. And so I'm going to teach you how to use StatCrunch. So all of the technology that we use will be about StatCrunch. So to get to StatCrunch, you just click this button right here, and then you can visit the StatCrunch website. And we'll open StatCrunch. Now, I know this is going to look intimidating to you, but StatCrunch is super easy to use, and it's my job to teach you how to use it. So throughout the course, I've embedded little videos which will demonstrate the steps for everything you need to do when I ask you to do something on StatCrunch. And you can use this on your exams. As a matter of fact, I'm going to assume that you'll be using StatCrunch on your exams. Okay? Now, one of the first assignments that you're going to be asked to do, and let me just take you to that assignment in the modules. In the very first week of our course, in week 1, you'll notice that one of your homeworks is to sign up for our StatCrunch group. And so if you click on this link right here, it will download a set of instructions with screenshots, which will explain exactly what to do to sign up for our StatCrunch group. And the name of our StatCrunch group is Math 10 Online Fall 20. But basically, when you go into StatCrunch, let me just show you this document so you can see how I've laid it out for you. But it says step 1, click this button, click this button. Step 2, click this button. Step 3, click on groups. Here, you're going to enter the name of our group. And again, the name of our group is in the Canvas page. It's online, Fall Online Math 10, or it says exactly on Canvas what to type here, and then you'll be in the group. So you might ask yourself, why do we have to join a StatCrunch group? Because in StatCrunch, what I've done, and let me just get back there. Oh, maybe it's up here. What I've done is I've posted websites for us. So I have a lot of groups, but you'll just see this one, Math 10 Online Fall 20. And what I have in here are different data sets that we will be using for some problems. So for example, this is high school spending data by state. So it gives you the list of states, their high school completion rate, their salaries for teachers, their per pupil spending, et cetera, what region of the country they're in. So it just has a way of analyzing data. And you can see the advantage of using technology, software to analyze data. This is a data set that has 50 rows. On a TI calculator, you would have to spend a lot of time entering this data by hand. And that's a useless skill, definitely a useless skill. So in StatCrunch, everything is built in for us. And you'll be able to graph, you'll be able to find means, you'll be able to find any kind of statistics that you need to find using StatCrunch. Now, one other thing to show you is when you're doing your homework, let me see if I can find an assignment. Maybe this will have it. I'm not sure. But sometimes in your assignments, there'll be lists of data. I'm just trying to look for a problem that has a list of data. So here's a list of data. And you're going to be asked to draw a scatter plot, and which one of these does your scatter plot look like? Whenever you're asked to look for data in your homework, if you see this little icon right here, that means you can open the data set directly into StatCrunch. So if I wanted to make something called a scatter plot, which is just a type of graph, if you just click this button right here, it says open in StatCrunch, and it puts the data into StatCrunch for you. So now it's all ready to analyze. So you don't have to enter it into StatCrunch yourself. So whenever you're doing homework that references data, look for this icon right here, because that will open it in the technology that we'll be using. Statistics in the year 2020 is done with computers. And so I'm trying to give you experience using computers to analyze data, because that is a transferable skill. When you go to a job site, they might not use StatCrunch, they might use another program like Minitab or SPSS, but whatever they're using, you can at least say, I use software to analyze data. And using software is going to enable us to look at larger data sets. It's going to be able to enable us to look at data sets that you find on the web that you might be interested in asking questions about. Okay, so don't be intimidated by it. And again, it's my job to teach you everything you need to know about how to use it, and it's very easy to use. I have never had a student who felt that they wanted to use a calculator instead of StatCrunch. Every student I've ever had has always enjoyed using StatCrunch to analyze data, especially those who previously analyzed data with a calculator. They just saw so many advantages with using this program. So I wanted to give you a little orientation to that so you wouldn't think it was intimidating. And again, I'm here to help. If you ever run into any problems, as always, just let me know.